right, number 9. Have you heard the phrase Nancy Meyer's kitchen?
No.
I've never heard that phrase.
Robin?
No.
No? Apparently it's been around a while, and it refers to the movies of Nancy Meyers, like It's Complicated with Meryl Streep.
Oh, yes.
The Father of the Bride.
Yes.
And The Intern. They always are beautiful kitchens in those
Yes.
movies. The characters all seem to be really rich, and they always seem to have the perfect kitchen.
Yep.
And that's no mistake. One of Meyer's goals was to tell real stories in settings that are like desirable fantasies. She probably didn't think that people would be trying to redo their own houses to look like her movies, but people do. Meyers herself redid a kitchen recently, and she put in, get this, not 1, but 2 islands.
Now, why would you need that?
Because that's a Nancy Meyer's kitchen,
You're right.
is what that is.
Wow. Don't they all look nice? Looks like you want to actually cook and spend time in there. I keep thinking if I had a kitchen like that, maybe it would motivate
Throw
me.
an extra island
You're a
in there.
lost cause.
Yeah, you only had a second island. Number 8, some people who feel better after going paleo or keto or gluten-free feel so good about it that they've started using the diet for their pets.
Oh.
New York
love it,
Times
God.
has this important news about pet wellness. Yes, ashwagandha root and psyllium husk powder, they're not just for humans. Writer Priya Krishnav notes pet ownership skyrocketed during the pandemic, and people who were stuck at home and changed their lifestyles started customizing their pet diets to match. Krishna interviewed people who have their pets on raw food diets, grain-free diets, and even vegan diets. Some dogs get a little turmeric on their food. One dog owner said, he's part of our family. It would be weird to me if one of my kids started eating meat. Animals have been doing okay for millions of years.
yeah.
Right?
I think they'll,
Eating out of the trash can.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, number 7. If you're watching The Gilded Age,
Yes.
you're familiar with Caroline Astor, but do you know about her gown scandal?
I don't.
Well, the wealthy socialite ordered gowns from Paris, but they were seized by customs in New York. Officials were on the lookout for scammers attempting to get around paying hefty taxes, and Astor claimed that the gowns were worth about $200, but they were worth nearly 4 times that.
boy.
And the scandal played out in the press for almost a year, speculating on whether Astor would pay the additional taxes. She refused to pay, so the gowns were sent to auction. And in case you're wondering, the gowns were worth the equivalent of $22,000 today.
Well, that
Wow.
seems excessive.
This is a good show, Robin?
It is.
It
It
looks
is
like
by the
something
guy
you'd be-
who did Downton Abbey.
I'm
And,
sold.
and this is set in like 1870s New York, or is it
Yeah.
1880s?
Kind of like
but-
an action drama, like Born Identity kind of feel.
It's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. HBO, I think. All right, number 6. This funny-looking animal has a funny name to match. It's the aye-aye. Aye-ayes can be found only on the island of Madagascar off the coast of East Africa. From head to toe, they're about a foot long. They are nocturnal lemurs, and while their eyes look kind of goofy, check out the fingers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They use those fingers to shake branches and shrubs, and then use those ears to listen to see if any bugs are inside. Then they use those incisors to tear into a hiding place.
Good for them.
Yikes.
There's a lot
Yeesh.
going on there.
They're adorable otherwise.
Yeah.
Get them some mittens and you probably like them more.
Number 5, let's talk about the unsung hero of the kitchen, shall we?
Yeah.
Mushroom stock, Larry. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not using it, damn it, you're missing out.
Really?
Bon Appetit calls it they call it an express bus to Flavortown.
Wow.
So many things you can do with it. You could sip it like a regular broth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could add noodles. Basically, anything you can think of works since the mushrooms are so rich and hearty. But you can also use it to make risotto or polenta. Just go ahead and Google the recipe, and you'll thank us later because this stuff is pure, delicious
All right.
magic in a bowl.
Well,
You big on the mushroom, Larry?
Love those mushrooms.
Pat?
Yeah, I like a mushroom. I like them. I like them sautéed. I like them stuffed.
Yeah.
I like them grilled.
Robin? Yeah, I'm kind of.
I don't seek it out for Flavortown. Let's just put it
No,
that
yeah.
way. When I think
Yeah.
Flavortown, I
Yeah.
don't think of mushroom.
You
No,
think
but
vending
maybe you're on
machine
the wrong bus.
G7.
Thank you.
Yeah, or G8 also. I don't know if you- Sometimes it's
Is that the tuna?
Yeah, that's the tuna roll.
Number 4, there was a time when the mob turned to some unlikely sources for a little extra support, like when they needed their fingerprints to disappear. Dr. Joseph Moran removed the prints of 2 mobsters, but it didn't work as well as planned, so Dr. Moran was thrown in the river and drowned.
Oh, boy.
That's a
Another
bummer.
doctor named Wilhelm Lozer was paid $5,000 to change John Dillinger's fingerprints. The doctor used hydrochloric acid and a sharp device to scrape the prints away.
boy.
Before he
Do
did
what
it,
you gotta do.
he practiced on himself to make sure it worked. It didn't work that well, though, and after Dillinger died in a shootout with the FBI, his fingerprints were still a match.
So
Wow.
that's one you can't change easily.
Guess you
huh?
can't.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way. Modern technology today.
You know what's easier than pouring acid on your hands? Just being a law-abiding citizen.
There you go.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
Not as much fun, though, I will say. All right, number 3, you don't roll out of bed looking like Mark Wahlberg. It takes work. Turns out he wakes up in the middle of the night so he can work out before starting his day. He told reporters that he gets up at 2:30 a.m. He's in the gym by 3:30, finishes up by 5:30, and then before getting up to work by 7:30, most of us slobs have barely gotten through a shower and a cup of coffee. By that time, Wahlberg's typical day includes 2 workouts, 4 meals, 3 snacks, and maybe even cryotherapy sessions. That's a lot of.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, a little known fact about Iceland. Their people are obsessed with licorice. If you stop in any grocery store in Iceland or gas station, you'll notice about 75% of the candy contains black licorice. They've got everything from licorice-coated raisins to licorice-flavored soft-serve ice cream. The reason is that the root that is the main ingredient has
Yeah.
always been plentiful in Nordic climates. And also, for a long time, Iceland had restrictions on importing candy. So they go with what they've got.
Yeah.
But you know who eats even more licorice than Iceland?
Wow.
The Netherlands.
Oh.
But that's
you
a
don't
story
say.
for another
Yeah,
day.
don't
We
give
don't
me
even
too
have
much
time.
at once.
That is another day's story.
All right, number 1, you've definitely heard people say, "Fussy, fussy, fussy." Have you guys seen that? You know, when people are
What's that
dancing
about?
for Bob
Yeah.
Fosse? Fussy, fussy, fussy. You know, he's
Yeah.
famous choreographer of Chicago.
Right.
And, well, anyway, cabaret. So most people know the name Bob Fosse, but they might not know examples of his work.
Okay.
Here's a great one, Sweet Charity from 1969.
All right.
It's me. Wow, this place sure is crawling with celebrities. I'm the only person here I never heard of.
I like this.
What is going on?
Anytime you have dancers smoking cigarettes, you got something going on right there.
You're not a big musical guy, though, but you are a song and dance guy?
If they got cigarettes, I'm all in on all of it. How often do we have singers and dancers anymore working with? Keep
not
keeping that
enough.
thing- Yeah. Look at. Hey, this is nice. How slow they
The old arm's length gloves, too.
Yeah.
That's something that should come back.
Yeah, the opera glove.
Is that what they're called?
I think so.
This is phenomenal. I could watch this for an hour. Maybe half an hour.
Boy, this is a long scene of
That's
just
a good one,
dancing.
though.
I mean,
I gotta tell you, this also looks like dancing the 4 of us could replicate.
Yeah.
Really don't,
That's,
really don't look
that's
that,
a big
that
move of his.
technical.
That arm thing. He uses
Yeah.
that a lot. That's in a lot of his stuff.
Balancing on one leg, Robin's out.
Smoking a cigarette, Larry's out.
There was a guy in my neighborhood who used to walk like that all the time. He was like, they called him the human question mark. Because his body was curved like a question mark, and that's how he'd walk all
Just-
the time, like he's on a Fosse
That was
musical.
like the broken, the
Yeah.
broken look with the fussy, 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 fussy.
Well, that was great.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Thank you.
Fosse.
All right, that's the 9 at 9.